I I was lost. Every night before I go to bed, I would think, is this how you want to be living your life? As a matter of fact, I had to drink just to go to sleep at night. So I wasn't happy with how my life was going, with the trajectory of it. So I knew that if I kept doing what I was doing, that it was going to be a bad ending. I was laying on the couch, and when I closed my eyes, I just said a prayer. You know, I don't know what you can do to save me, but just save me from this life. Help me. Within a couple weeks, I ran into my future wife. Found out that she was a member of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, and that immediately raised concerns for me. But you know, she was just so beautiful and so kind. I thought, you know, I don't care if she's a Mormon or not, she's what I've been looking for. You know, her parents would not have picked me out as someone that they would want their daughter dating. She just saw potential in me, but I realize now that this was how God was answering my prayer. He was putting someone in my life that was stable, that was a solid Christian with morals and values, and I slowly started realizing that I want the kind of happiness she has. You know, she doesn't smoke, she doesn't drink. How does even someone like that be happy? I never have thought that you could be sober and be happy. Started going to church. She invited me to church, which I was reluctant at first until she said that she was giving a talk. That was the first time I came to the church, and everybody just treated me like I had been going there my whole life. As soon as I walked in the door, it is a small town, everybody kind of knows me anyway, but they were so welcoming and so loving that I was like, hey, this isn't bad. I kind of like this. I like being treated like this. And then listening to her talk, I just felt the Spirit move inside me, and that made me start coming to church every Sunday. But every Sunday, I was getting used to how this church worked. Slowly and surely, I just started feeling it in my heart. It was like I needed to know that this church was centered around Jesus. You know, when I was a child, I come to know Jesus, but I didn't. When I got into my teens, I strayed from the church, and this church was helping me find my way. And I even gave a testimony, a fast testimony one time. And I said in that testimony, I believe this church may be true. I feel something here that I haven't felt anywhere else. And I wanted to be held accountable for my actions, and I need supervision. So the church, I felt like the church was my supervisor. It kept me in line. I asked the elders at the time if they would give me a blessing. And I immediately felt like once I got that blessing to have the desire to quit smoking, because that was my last hurdle to get over. I felt it, and I was able to do it, and I was able to get baptized and join the church. And since then, of course, I received the priesthood and all the blessings that come along with it. And now the temple work, which has changed my life. The temple really showed me what this church's purpose is for. It's for eternity and for sealing families together. And I think it's the most important work that we can do on this earth. And I know this church is the only church doing it. So that's why I'm here to stay.